Welcome back to Sacred Whisper. I have the most epic surprise for you, and I'm not even going to spill the tea because in this episode, I'm actually going to share with you an IG Live interview that I did with someone who is near and dear to my heart. Literally, we are connected at a soul level. My business mentor, Courtney Tadona, who is hosting Wildfire Live in Costa Rica in October this year. And I'm not even going to dive into what this announcement is. You just have to listen because I'm going to leave the information in the show notes for you because you have to be there. But this is a conversation around no longer hiding in the healer closet. Like, we're just done having the conversation of, are you in? Are you out? Are you going to peek out? We're just out of the healer closet. You are an industry of one. And what I really wanted to bring forward to you is sharing being no longer just being in the healing industry or in the spiritual industry, but rather you are an industry of one. What we are doing is we are quantum leaping the healing industry, the spiritual industry. We are doing things in a way that no one else has ever done. Like, we can't even say that we're part of the healing industry because what you are doing is so unique. And I also wanted to bring forward to you the conversation of being a woman who can walk through the fire, not just walking through the fire, but what is it that you are doing with the flames? Are you someone who can not just withstand the heat, but alchemize the F out of the flames that had been provided and rising above them while you alchemize them and do what literally sets your soul on fire, spreading your message in a way that you know you are here to be, what it is that you are here to do. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you this Instagram Live. Again, Courtney is the host of this live, so you'll hear her doing a lot of talking. I'm going to leave all the information in the show notes for you so you can go check it out. Of course, DM me. Let me know if you are coming, if you are in, or if you have questions. Happy to answer them. And let's head to the interview.
Welcoming and announcing our first speaker of Wildfire Live. This woman, oh my goodness, we have been working together for over 2 years. She is someone that truly embodies what it means to be a woman on fire, not just a woman on fire when everything is amazing and things are popping off, but really what it means to be a woman on fire, to walk through the fucking fire. Because isn't that so much of who you're here to be? Not just someone who can hold in the ups and the painfuls and everything is going amazing, but knowing how to not only hold walking through the fire, walking through the challenges, but using it to spread your wildfire even more. This woman is quantum leaping. I have chills. The healing industry. She's going to be speaking at Wildfire Live on how to be quantum leaping your industry because you came here to be a category of one, and how to be a woman that can not just spread like wildfire, but hold through being someone who can actually take the fucking heat. So I am going to be bringing her up right now. I can see she is here live. If you just want to request to join so I can invite you onto this live, I think I see her here. It's like the grand reveal where we're like building the anticipation. Okay, there she is. I'm going to be bringing her up and I'm screaming. Here she comes. The anticipation. It's building. It's building. It's like everyone get the popcorn ready. Except Instagram, don't do us. Huh? You look amazing. Amazing. Kristen freaking Jones. I had this vision for Wildfire Live, and before I even put it together, I was like, no, she's speaking, because I have chills. I feel like I just need to have a moment where we like bawl our eyes out together. But as I was saying before, for everyone watching live or watching the replay, if you're live, come say hi. Like, it's a whole fucking party here. But you've really embodied in ways that most don't what it means to spread your work like wildfire globally. Like, you are here to like literally heal the world. Like, we don't say that lightly, but you've also walked through the fire, and most people back off. Most people pull away. And so much of what it means to be a woman on fire is to actually know how to take the fucking heat. And you have just been able to do that. And hello, turn it into a body of work, turn it into something that is quite literally a category of one, in not a way where it's a category of one, like, oh, let me just like tweak this and make it kind of original. Like, you've literally channeled your own style of Reiki. You have a certification with so many incredible women in. You're about to sell out your first ever in-person retreat. But I would love for you to kind of just share a little bit of the backstory of, yeah, we can talk about the certification. I want to get into that 100%, but what it actually took for you to get there in terms of walking through the fire, because on the other side, you've birthed something so incredible. But I know that wasn't exactly the journey that it started for you. So I know most of my audience probably knows you because I rave about you all the time. But for those who don't, if you want to introduce yourself and then share what that journey looked like, and really those lessons of what it was to walk through the fire and come out on the other end like quantum leaping industries.
Yeah, screaming, crying, feeling everything. I'm like, can I jump in Canada right now?
Yeah, literally. Me too. I'm like,
Oh my gosh. So, hey, my name is Kristen Jones. I like just a little background about me, just like the human side. I'm a boy mom. I have two boys that are almost 13 and 17, insanity. And my husband's active duty Air Force. We have been married since forever. We're high school sweethearts. So he's been in for 18 years. So we've traveled a little bit of all over the place. And I think that this really, for me, sets a foundation of what it means to really have tenacity and go even when you don't know what it's going to look like, even when it's like, I don't know what's on the other side of this, but I have to move and I don't have a choice. Because as a military spouse, like we're moving to new destinations and like not to sound old or anything, but it was like before Facebook was actually used to connect with people. It was like for college kids. And so like we were just going into duty stations blind. We were going into, deployments blind. And yeah, and it was just like such a great lesson of being able to move through the unknown, even when you have no answers. But as it pertains to business, there's definitely been an evolution. And I think for anybody that's an entrepreneur, like it on the external, it's like rah, rah, like the balloons, the glitter and all the things. But behind the scenes, it is like questioning yourself, like crying on the bathroom floor, the kitchen floor, having dance parties, trying to move the energy out and like, going for runs or lifting weights and trying to just move the energy out and remember who you are and what it is that you are here to do and keep your eyes on the prize. More recently, in the last, I want to say, oh my gosh, has it been 2023? So we're coming up on like 2-ish years or something like that. I don't even know the timeline anymore because it doesn't even matter. Like we've quantum leaped so much, but I actually, when we talk about going through the fire, was this, I actually went through a period of time where there was an attempt of a public defamation and I had a decision to make. I could either let the flames engulf me or decide to become one with the fire. And I will never forget when we started talking about this.
yeah.
And this was like something that was like, I was a year into it. It was fresh. It was still felt like a fresh wound for me. And I was like, actually, no, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And it's an everyday decision. And sometimes it's a moment to moment decision of remembering, no, this is what I said this is what I said I'm here to do.
Yeah.
This is a claiming it. This is a let me do whatever it takes to heal, clear, release on a mind, on an energetic, and on a body level.
Yeah. I mean, chills. What you said of like, it's just like you can either be engulfed by the flames or you can like walk through it. And I think that's such a real conversation. And like, I know you're going to speak on this, but I think so many people go through these moments of whatever challenges on the outside. And I think too, like you've always had this mentality, like even I love like being a boy mom, like moving around a lot, like with your husband's job, but like you've never used that as a reason not to. You've always used it as a reason to. And I remember there were so many moments when you were like literally traveling across the country, like I think it was like 16 hours. You had like the kids, your husband, the dogs, like everything. And it was just like almost like it was like a default where you were like, well, of course I'm going to make this work. And I'd love for you to just hear in going through the moments of the challenge, the contraction, but on the other side, what that really, like, what's something for anyone listening to hear can really hear from you of you can use it as a reason not to, or you can use it as a reason to. Like, was that something that was just, I mean, I know the answer to this, but like, was that something that was just always ingrained in you? Or like, what about those contraction moments really allowed you to be like, no, 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 like, this is it. This is the way that we're going. Cause I think now we're at this really interesting place in the online space. And I was just talking this with clients on a call of like, are you going to build the fucking business and be serious, or are you going to play small? And you've always been like, I will do whatever it takes. And because of that, you're so passionate about your work. Like, this isn't some conversation of like, go struggle and hustle. It's like, no, when you're so obsessed with your work, it's a no brainer for you to be. I remember you were doing some like travel with me around the country while you were like literally going down to Texas. But I'd love for you to just kind of hear on that. And then we can shift into on the other side, like what you literally created, which is insanity. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Literally, like just to set the stage, my husband has like a 2,500 gram, like whatever, but we have 3 dogs, a cat, two like preteen teen boys. Like he's pulling my Jeep. We're loaded down with stuff that we needed for the house, not knowing when we're going to get our stuff. And I was like, okay, but now's a great time to launch my new mini mine. So let's go. Now's a great time to hire a coach and like, let's do this. And for me, like, I just feel like there was never any part of me. There is part of me that wanted to quit. And sometimes it was like me questioning, like, did I jump the gun? Did I make this decision too quickly? But there's that part of me that was like, no, but this is where we go. This is where we put the pedal to the metal, and not in a way that's hustle and burnout, because I think that, a lot of us has been there, but it's more of an alignment of remembering who I am. And I think when I really reflect on that piece, it was like, I'm going to let myself have these moments because these are real, like human moments, feeling it, crying, like having the contraction, questioning, like, oh man, what am I actually doing? But knowing the vision is so clear. And this is not a conversation of remember your why. This is like a no. I can feel it to the depths of who I am. This is what I'm here to do. I know I'm good at this, but it's not even I'm good at this. This is like, this is what's meant. I can see how this is meant to serve so many people.
Yeah.
And when you take yourself out of it, with my clients, I say, like, jump on your Phoenix or jump on your dragon and zoom out and like actually see that this is not about you. Like, it was never about you. It's exciting because of what it is that you can do with what it is that you're doing, but it's about the ripple effect. It's about, I call it the butterfly effect of who it is that you're impacting.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love that so much. And I think too, like, that's something for anyone who, which by the way, if you're not coming, like, come to Wildfire Live. Hi, Bailey. I see this because this is really the space where we're talking about it's not just build a cute little business and sell your offers. It's, yeah, do we do that? Obviously. But it's such a bigger context of, no, you're changing the world. Like, your work literally is, it's like on your heart, on your soul. And I know, like, I've always seen that in you and like the work that you do. And that's so much of really what creates this change in the world. And I know sometimes we get into these like bigger conversations, but I think everybody who's building like a serious company and a culture is like, I don't want to just sell my membership and get people into the program. It's like, no, like, I'm changing the world, like I'm healing the world, and that's going to come with the contraction. But like, I think and I'm so excited for you to share this too, of like, what happens on the other side of that is really being in a category of your own, because I always say, like, you get paid to be who the fuck you are. And so much of entrepreneurship is not doing it like her or doing it like this or trying this on. It's really like, nobody can do what I can do. Nobody can do what Kristen does. Nobody can do what anybody is watching this. And it's like, when you come back to that time and time again, you really do. I always say, like, there's no such thing as an industry. It's just Kristen Jones.
Mhm.
Like, there's no such thing as like an industry. It's really like, you are the category of one. And again, like I say, like, you embody this so much of what does that process look like for you? Like, going through the contraction, walking through the fire, having all of the reasons on the outside to be like, I should slow down, I should stop. But you were like, no, I'm going to walk through the fire. I'm going to hold this and I'm going to go change the fucking world now. But now, like, you've been able to like, one, I'll let you share this of like what this body of work is that you've created that is quantum leaping the healing industry, like literally on a 5D level. Like Kristen is just like out in like the quantum over here, and we love that so much. But what's really changed for you in the way that you lead with your clients, in the way that you just celebrated obviously like a massive milestone if you took your 2024 income and did it basically in 5.5 months. And I'd love for you to share like what that's looked like of you just channeling your style, your way, category of one, Kristen Jones, and no one else.
Yeah. Oh my God. I think like what's changed this year, definitely this year, is I'm just sure. I just know. And I'm still like a psychopath running around listening to music, having dance parties. But like, and also I just like, there are times where I'm sitting on the couch and I'm just like, oh, it's blow up season. Or I'm like, oh, damn, look at what we're doing. Wow. And it's just like a deep knowingness that doesn't require confetti and balloons and like rah rah. And I think that's the biggest thing that's changed. And like as for like channeling my own style of Reiki, like this definitely came with questioning, but it was like one of those things where I was like, okay, well, if I'm supposed to do this thing and now it's coming through, why not just fuck around and find out? Why not let's just like see what happens when I start playing with it?
Yeah.
And I remember hitting the wall of like my tower moment in 2020, the fall of 2022, and realizing I could keep going this path that I could see was not aligned just
Yeah.
because of the impact that I was already making, or I could cut ties. It was going to be hard, but I knew that I could just feel it. I'm like, this is not going to be easy, but I know I have to do this. And when I did this, the rest of this just came flooding through. And it was, again, it was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to trust. And it's like, I tell my clients, it's like going down a dark path or a dark street. And it's like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Like, I'm trusting the intuition. I'm trusting the nudges. I'm trusting my knowingness. Like, okay, this feels fine. This feels good. I'm going to move. And then the street light comes on. And it's like, okay, I'm going to keep walking. And another street light comes on. And then you keep walking. And then all of a sudden, it's like all these aha moments. And then you turn around and the whole street is illuminated in the path that was once dark. And now you've illuminated the path for others that you're meant to serve.
Yeah.
And so I just, I, I just feel like it's that path. It's not about the path of least resistance because it's not going to feel easy. Sometimes it's not even fun,
Yeah.
but you get it. And I've heard you say this so many times. It's so cool to see who it is that you become when you take the path that no one else is taking.
Chills. And I think too that at the end of the day, regardless of anybody's work, and I've seen this in you, like that's where the joy is. That's where the happiness is. That's where yeah. And of course, it doesn't come without constriction and being punched in the face and all of those things. But it's like when you know how to walk through the fire every single time and come out on the other side and come out on the other side and come out on the other side, but also allowing yourself. I love what you said. Like you just cut ties. It was like, I can keep going down this path and I can keep going this approach and it's amazing. But it's like, why be amazing when you can be a category of one? And you've really done that. And I think too, so many people now are craving this. I want to be in my own lane. I want to like operate in my own lane. And you've really done that and can you kind of talk about this for some people that maybe in my audience don't know of like what that looked like for you to like literally channel your own style of Reiki and you've now turned it into this incredible certification, like 3 different layers, in-person retreat, like what that really has looked like. And for my healing girlies in my community, I don't know what you're doing if you're not in her certification, but
Oh my God. Just saying. We'll wait. Yeah, it's like, I don't even know. Like, honestly, when I sit and think about it, like, it's such a vast piece of work that I'm just like floored. And first of all, like, what is Reiki? When we explain what Reiki is, I I like to explain it as it's energy. Everything is energy. Energy is everything. And it's all around us and it's all in everything. And you know how, like, if somebody's really excited, you can feel their emotions. If somebody's really sad, you can feel their emotions. Like,
yeah.
and so we have this opportunity to be able to grab this energy that's all around us and be able to apply it in healing. So are there keys, like symbols? Yes. there are keys and symbols, and they're tied to specific frequencies that support the physical, energetic, and conscious body in traditional styles. But in quantum illumination, we take it so much further than that into like 5D and quantum levels. And so, as far as like what it looks like, and then most of the time that I do it via distance, it's like, well, how does that even work? Well, how does Wi-Fi work?
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you how Wi-Fi works or data works. I just touched the button. I'm like, I'm connected. And so literally like that's how it works via distance. Like, have you ever had this situation where it's like you think about somebody and then they call or they text or, and it's literally like you're connected to them no matter where they are in the world just by like imagining they're there with you. And you can send them, even just sending them love, is felt. And so even for like the religious girlies who I do have women that are very strong in their faith inside of our certification program too. It's like they're really connected with God and with prayer. And it's a very similar experience in that aspect. And so, yeah, like as far as like channeling it, it was almost like it trickled in a way that I couldn't have even imagined. But it was like I started writing down specific symbols and I was like, and then my hands would vibrate. And I was like,
You've
okay.
like struck gold.
Yeah, I was like, okay, are we doing this? What are we doing? My hands are literally vibrating as I'm
I love it.
talking.
I love
And then I remember when I cut ties and I decided, this is not the path. I'm going to do this path. And I started doing healing on myself through some of the things, the attempt at public defamation that had been going on. And I was like, all of a sudden, something within me shifted and the rest of it flooded in. And it wasn't through meditation. It was through, and I'm just having this realization, it was through living my life.
Always.
Oh, wow.
Successful
Always a
Christmas
conversation.
too.
So we were in a cute little town next to where we were stationed, and I just came home. We were out in the beautiful Black Hills in South Dakota, and we came home, and I sat down at the table, and I remember Matt walking back and forth. He was like, I don't know if he was grilling or what, but he just kept looking over my shoulder and smirking, and he's like, "It's happening, isn't it?" And I was like, "The rest of it's here." And so it comes through like, and this is true with any program too, like it comes through in ways that it's through living your life. It's through ways that you couldn't even begin to expect. It just like it just happens.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like I can see this even in like my own journey and just like, yours as well is you go through the moments of like the contraction, like what you went through, and you were just like the public defamation, like that was like heavy. And I remember you said this one thing, I think it was like last summer, where you were like, you saw my light even when you were in a season of darkness. And I remember that always like stuck with me. But again, it was like going through that. Most people pull back, you leaned in. Most people are like, well, I'm going to get burnt. You're like, no, I'm going to use this as fuel. All of the things on the outside, like being such a present mom, like 3 dogs, the cat, the husband, all of the things that most people would be like, oh, it's too hard. You're like, yeah, but I didn't sign up for anything easy. And then with the cutting of the ties, with the leaning in, with the being like, this is challenging, but like my soul is on fire to do more than just a membership. And like people like, and again, people have memberships and there's nothing wrong with that, but your vision was so much bigger. And then in living your life, being so embodied in your work and not like what is in the Google Doc, like boom, full download, category of 1, certification that's like literally absolutely taking over. And like the results that you've even seen like with your clients, you're even like, holy, like this is different, because when you're like not only serving the right humans, but you're selling a program that is a body of work that is like yours, I hate using this word, but it's effortless. Obviously there's work involved, but it's a way different energy. And for those who are coming to Wildfire Live, if you're not, make sure you comment below ticket or send either myself or Kristen a DM and we'll get you a ticket to Wildfire Live. But I'm so excited because you're also going to be facilitating a quantum illumination healing on the group. And like, I'm so excited. So do you want to talk about a little bit of like what that looks like? So I personally have never had Reiki done, and I'm so excited for tomorrow, right? So I'm going to be experiencing it like firsthand, but I know what really attracted me to your work, because I know so much of your work, but I think what makes it so different is you're healing people on a cellular level, on a quantum level. So anybody who's coming to this event is not only get to hear your incredible story and what that looked like, but they're literally getting their cells healed. And I know for some people it might sound like, whoa, but do you want to kind of just talk about what that experience is going to look like, feel like for the women that are coming, that are going to have that facilitation done on them, and also like what they can expect after? Because I'm like so excited for all of it, but that's the
Oh my
also thing, is you're not just coming and, like, learning, you're also gonna, like, heal yourselves.
Yes, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, I've been in this energy, like holding the vision and the energy for everybody that's going to be there and experience this because it's going to be so epic. I heard iconic. So for for anybody that is aware of Reiki in general, so the difference, traditional styles of Reiki heal at the conscious, physical, and energetic level, 3.5D to 4.5D max. We're healing at a 3D level. We're also working with using distance symbols, channeling the life force energy. And so, again, very 3D concept. There's nothing wrong with traditional styles of Reiki. I'm trained and certified in other styles of Reiki too. We love them. They have served us so much. And also, when we think about the trajectory of where the planet is going, people awakening, becoming more aware, we are needing higher and higher frequencies. And this is why so many different modalities are being birthed into the world because the world is demanding it. And so with quantum illumination, we're healing at, yes, those levels, but we're also healing at a subconscious, cellular, and a DNA level. We're not just healing within the seven main chakras, we're also healing in the eighth, ninth, 10th, and 11th. So we're doing what traditional styles of Reiki don't even do. This means when we're healing at a subconscious level, the aha moments, the clarity is going to just automatically drop in for you. We don't have to coach you through it. We're giving you your power back, which is like the point. We want you in your power. You are healing at a soul level.
Yeah.
You are getting more connection directly to you. So, what does that even mean? That means we're getting to the root of the issues. We're healing you at deeper depths, higher heights, and a quicker timeline in a way that's soothing to the nervous system. I have over 100 people that I've healed before I even launched the certification program. And not once have I ever seen anybody have like like the Reiki flu or like purging symptoms. Never. It's always like an up
Yeah.
level. It feels like an up level awareness, aha moments coming home to you. So, and as far as like if you've experienced Reiki before, you're going to feel a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
If you've never experienced it before, you are just like gonna go here and you're never gonna come back. You're gonna be like, I don't even know what I'm doing with other styles. So it's everyone feels it differently. No two sessions are ever the same. And you'll likely feel energy moving around in the body. Sometimes, like when I'm connected with other people's energy, I'll feel in either the collective or like one to one, for example, I'll feel different areas in the body where you're experiencing stuck energy. You'll likely have clarity, aha moments, downloads. As far as like the deep cellular level, like if you have physical pains, or sometimes like if there has been trauma or emotions that have been not processed and they get stuck in the body, we can move that out from a cellular level simply through grabbing the energy from the quantum field and being able to just heal.
I'm so happy. Like, it's just I'm, like, envisioning, like, everyone there and you facilitating, and, like, I'm sure there's, like, a different level of, like, healing collectively when it's I'm sure obviously there's so much healing one to one, but when there's, like, a group of people and, I know I talk about this so much of, like, being the first millionaire in your family, of, like, rewriting generation, like, I know you were talking about this as, like, it's not this and then again, there's nothing wrong with this, but I know everyone wants this deeper layer of, like, healing generational, like, the
Yeah.
roots, and you just literally, like, pluck them out, and it doesn't have to feel like this jarring experience where, you're having this, like, shedding session of, like, crying. It's just, like, you actually instantly feel lighter, and I just think for everyone hearing this of, you've been called to be the first millionaire, and of course there are old wounds and patterns generationally, ancestrally, and it's like your work.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally. Literally.
I think for everyone coming to Wildfire Live, like, that itself is going to be something that it's like, if you're not at the event, like I can just feel like the whole country of Costa Rica is going to be like, what just happened? Because when you put powerful women in a room, shit happens. When you put powerful women in a room that are dedicated to serving their body of work in a way that's a category of one, shit changes. When you put women who are committed to this work, a body of work, and you're pulling and healing generational narratives. I hate using the word trauma, but like the collective is going to like literally shift. I don't know if you can hear Skittles in the background. She's like, yeah, let's go. So I'm like so excited for this. Before we wrap up, I know for anybody that wants to come to Wildfire Live, which I know is everybody, they can actually come with you. And I know you have some like incredible gifts that people can get. So when you purchase your ticket through Kristen, she has some incredible things that she's going to give to you as a part of coming with her. So do you kind of want to share what that looks like? And then you guys can obviously purchase your ticket through Kristen and then get all of these, which are amazing. Which, by the way, I'll let you explain what those are.
Yeah, so good. So, yes, if you want to come to Costa Rica, which if you're not there yet, I don't know what you're doing. As soon as Courtney announced, I was like, I want the link. Like, I know this is coming.
First people to sign up, you're like, I'm there. I was like,
Yeah,
I do.
sign me up. I was like, hey, babe, you're going to have to take leave because bye. So, yes, if you sign up through me, you're going to get a 45-minute group quantum illumination Reiki session. This will take place before we go. And so, what this is going to look like is an incineration of any of the fears, limiting beliefs, imposter syndromes that are occurring within mind, body, spirit, subconscious level, cellular level. And we're going to incinerate that because you are meant to be a category of one. So, we're going to incinerate all of those and we're going to take you up in frequency so that you are coming home to you, your essence, what it is that you are here to do. So this is going to be happening even before the event.
Amazing.
And you'll also get access to my program called Alchemize. You'll get immediate access to this. This program, literally, I listen to this program myself because it is so awesome. We are healing at a subconscious level. So with Alchemize, again, this is a plug and play program that is also infused with quantum illumination Reiki, but it is utilizing the concept of rapid resolution therapy, RRT, which is a form of psychotherapy that speaks directly to your subconscious mind in a way that your subconscious mind can actually understand, utilizing metaphor specific phrases and visuals that consciously you probably won't. You'll be like, what are you talking about? But all you have to do is push play. You'll benefit from quantum illumination Reiki every time. You'll benefit from the subconscious shifts that will happen immediately. And again, this is around boundaries, people pleasing, imposter syndrome, anxieties even in there. There's money, limiting beliefs. And it literally, if you have a pulse, this will benefit you no matter where you are in your life and healing this. And I always say life and healing business, but life and like business in general.
Yeah. I mean, are we all like healing our clients with our work and whatever
Literally.
work is? So, oh my God, amazing. And I know Alchemize is like one of your favorite, also like best-selling programs too. So the fact that people get access to that is absolutely insane. And they're also like shifting and healing before you even come to the event, hear Kristen and all of this. So, oh my goodness. This is so incredible. I cannot wait. Costa Rica Wildfire Live. It is happening October 16th to 19th. Again, if you purchase your ticket through Kristen, you will get all of the incredible healing. And one of the things too I love about like your healing is like, I don't want to say like it works, but I think a lot of people when it comes to healing, it feels like this very aloof and you're just like, no, here's what you do. And then you feel the shift. And I think that's so much of what a lot of people are, regardless of the industry, like so much of entrepreneurship is such a personal development journey. So I absolutely love the work that you're doing, and I cannot wait to see you take the stage to literally like heal the world, like physically. I've already envisioned it so many times. So I will make sure that Kristen's link is on my Instagram stories today. Otherwise, you guys can just send Kristen a DM, sign up through her. I cannot wait for you to take the stage. I cannot wait for all of you to come to Wildfire Live in Costa Rica. I will see you all there. And Kristen, I will talk to you tomorrow. But thank you so much for being a part of this incredible event, being a part of being a category of one, being the example for women of what it means to go in the contraction, come out on the other side, like being a woman that's literally on fire and doesn't let the flames engulf her, but actually uses it to fuel her. And I get chills saying this, but like literally like change the world. Like I know it sounds like some people are going to get it. Some people are going to be like, what? And it's just like, if you're here to change the world and like heal the world, like this is the event for you. So thank you so much for being a part of it from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to bawl my eyes out every day until then in just like so much excitement. And I know this is going to change so much. So I love you so much. Thank you. I will see you all at Wildfire Live. And I'm so excited to go drop your announcement reel for the rest of the world to be like, yeah, let's go.
Yes. Thank you so much, Courtney. I love you. And also thank you for this opportunity. I'm so excited. And like, yeah, we're not going to be able to look at the star at all.
Anytime Kristen and I are in a room together, I'm just, but in the best way possible. And that's what I love also so much about in person is like, it just changes you on a different level. Like I love this connection, but you know, Kristen, I know we met in Tulum in January and it was just, it changes. So in person is, it heals, it changes, it shifts. And I think it's just like the sisterhood of women coming together that are all on mission. So I cannot wait. I will be counting down the days and I will see you all at Wildfire Live in October. Okay. Bye, my love.